Hello and welcome to my awesome health journey. I am Brett Dupree and this is my weekly update. You know, I am having a skinny day. What I mean is, like, for some reason this shirt just feels looser than usual. And I just feel skinnier. I don't know. You have ever had those days? I think a lot of that's just not bloated. So I feel the opposite of bloated today, I guess I should say. Because when, bloated, this is... Alright, how did my week go? Well, first, due to the learning about the death of one of my friends, longtime friend, but I don't want to go too much into it, but like, it wasn't super surprising, but still, that did hurt emotionally and made this week kind of weird, and then of course, anytime someone dies, especially someone that you spent time with, at least for me, that always brings up like things about myself and like especially a year ago, or year if I before I did Orange Theory, if I died of natural causes, it wouldn't have been that big a surprise because like me walking to my car, which in my humble opinion is too far away, but it's still not a long walk. Used to wind me. I used to get winded. In fact, it's one of the reasons why I wear a mask when I work out is because I didn't think I could survive if I got COVID because my lungs were so out of shape. I listened to this TikTok and pretty much said if you go from zero working out to 3 hours a week working out, that's the most you can do to increase your chance of survival or reduce your mortality rate than anything else you could do for the rest of your life. Like, because like no matter what chance of dying that you have, doing that reduces it by 50%. But yeah, so I did that at least. But that did hurt my emotions some. But other than that, I'm feeling okay. I mean, I can't blame it on that, but my budgeting hasn't been the best. I think I just hit a breaking point because my 2 months or 3 paycheck months coming up, and I was doing so good, but all of a sudden all these things have started hitting me at once. Like I was joking with my therapist that I wish I got diagnosed with diabetes at the beginning of the year so that I would hit my deductible faster, so that I'm about to hit my deductible. Like a lot of bills are coming up that just in my mind, I keep on forgetting that I have to pay practically 150 to 90% of everything until my deductible hits, and I use my HRA $700 on my teeth, and that doesn't count. And so, bam, I'm gonna hit with a bunch of bills. So I'm not gonna be able to do what I was planning on doing, and that just makes me feel. And when I feel, I spend more money than I should. But I didn't go completely overboard. It's just a few $100s more, which isn't terrible. But it's not something to be proud of. That I'm not proud of. My body, as I said, I'm having a skinny day or a less bloated day. I'm just feeling good at my walk to the car where I went to get McDonald's because I just wanted to try the cheesy thing. That was fine. I could have just bought a regular sausage McMuffin and added jalapenos to it myself. It would have been the same fucking thing. But that walk, I felt great, especially since yesterday my right ankle hurt. After my workout. Hurt a lot too. I almost stopped. But I kept on going. Because, it's a lot of checking into my body and asking myself. So what I did, it was just be lighter on it and bend it less. I was thinking why that was happening. Like my right ankle's been hurting more, especially when I work out. And I think it's because when I walk on the treadmill, I'm not waddling anymore. I know a few months ago, like I used to look at myself and it was like I was waddling. But now I'm actually walking on the treadmill. So like I'm using my ankles more. I mean, this is the thing when you're out of shape. And you're very out of shape. And then you're getting better shape. But when you get in better shape, all of a sudden you start moving better. And then you start working muscles and joints that you weren't able to really hit before. And all of a sudden that's more in new pain. So I'm going to keep on rotating my ankle and doing ankle exercises. Because I learned from TikTok, when you hurt yourself, you're supposed to move. I mean, that's one reason why I've been moving my right shoulder, which is still in pain. So much pain, but less pain. I know I laugh at myself because I like to try to buy myself something for my birthday, and it's like I was gonna get that tattoo finally, but then I think, well, since my shoulder hurts, I should just finally buy that Medicline pillow that I've been eyeing for like 2 years, but never buying because it's $200 for a pillow that I don't know will work, or I'd like because it's online. But I'm thinking I might as well try it because fuck, hurts so much. And I can only sleep on my left side because my right shoulder's fine, but I think that sometimes, starting to put some wear on my left shoulder, laying on it all the time. And I think it's just good to flip every once in a while, especially when you're this big. But for the most part, my workouts have been fine, especially looking at the year. And, I'm still above 2 miles per hour average per the entire treadmills, which is great for me. I honestly didn't think that. I'm actually curious to when I'm going to finally hit that plateau. I thought I was going to hit this month. I thought this month would be a lot of 2.0s and then switching to 2.1s towards the end. But no, I've been able to do 2.1 at my base. And so you do like walking recovery and sometimes I have to go to 1 and 1.5. So my heart rate goes down. So that's why my average. So I'm saying my base is 2.1, but my average could be less. But I'm really trying to push my average up. And so, yeah, so I don't do walking recovery until I feel like I have to. Because the way they do it is for power walkers, this is mostly incline. So I try to do 2.1 and just do the inclines until I absolutely feel like I have to take a walking recovery and listen to my body. So that's how I do that. And yeah. So, I guess, the thing I talked about last week, blood sugars, that made me really happy. But I think I talked about that last week. I did get my potassium back, and my potassium is fine. So that's good. Next week is my weigh-in. So I'll probably talk about that on Tuesday evening or Wednesday. I'm curious because I feel smaller. I'm still super heavy, but I think I feel smaller than I did 2 months ago when I started. Even though it's still a lot on my joints and stuff. I mean, this process has been hard, so hard, so much work. I mean, there's part of me who wants to do really fast weight loss for obvious reasons, but there's the other part of me that's like, no, make sure you get your nutrition in. You also want to eat in a way that's stable, so when you're off this Ozempic and everything, it's not like a gigantic shock, and I want to eat everything to just work on building those habits, and so I stay healthy. So I think even with the drugs, I still want to try to do a slower weight loss rather than a faster weight loss, even though it has been frustrating that, and since I started Orange Theory a year and 3 months ago, that I only lost 20 pounds of weight, even though I know I've replaced fat with muscle a lot. I mean, as I said, my calves are huge. God, my calves are huge. But I see more muscle. I mean, look at that. You can see it through my shirt. Rah, rah. The lady at the grocery store called me strong, but it's because I am. Rah. I don't need to take my groceries in more than one trip. Look at these guns. These are one-trip arms. But yeah, anyway, that's my that's my weekly update. I hope you're having an amazing time. It's so awesome to meet you, Miku, in person. If you watch this, that was sweet. It's nice to watch people who watch my videos. It makes me feel all gooey inside. I don't know, people actually watch this. Yeah, this is part ego filled, obviously, but it still makes me feel good, and I'm allowed to feel good. Anyway, have a great time. Yeah, love you.